Hi, my name is Mike Arce, CEO of Loud Rumor, an organization that helps fitness studios all over the world grow and be more successful. I'm also the host of Top Fitness Business Podcast, the GSD Show, and your host on this podcast as well. And the goal of this podcast is to help you stay informed on some good ideas that your fitness studio can implement to succeed during this pandemic. And in this episode, I wanted to talk to you about this awesome message that we got in our Facebook group from this woman named Beth Crane. Beth is the owner of Beyond Studios. She actually owns a few different studios. And, she was kind of struggling back and forth with the idea of, should I stay open to the last minute until I'm told to close down? Should I do it earlier? And she finally posted today saying, as you know, we closed last night and I asked my auto pays to consider staying on while we close for 2 weeks. We had exactly one bitchy member response today and probably 40 to 50 email texts thanking us for keeping our clients and staff safe and being leaders in this public health crisis. Almost every single independent in Dallas closed today, and the big franchises have been slow to the punch. Be true to yourself and listen to your gut. She's always right. Like you, I agonized for about 36 hours, but when I read Delphin's post last night about an Austin studio closing because an instructor had COVID-19, the decision was so easy. Terrifying, but easy. We're all here from you. So then I asked Beth, hey Beth, I love that you got the results that you got with all those members thanking you and continuing on with making payments to you. Can you please share that email would I have the permission to post it in this podcast? She said, absolutely. So I'm going to read to you the email that she has sent out so you guys can have that copy as well, as it seemed to have worked really, really well for her. So she addressed her group and she said, due to the rapid developments of COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic this weekend, we have made the very difficult decision to voluntarily close Beyond Pilates Frisco until Monday, March 30th. We did our best to stay open as long as we could to offer our staff and our clients a place to maintain a sense of normalcy. This is a scary decision, but I am at peace tonight knowing it is our social responsibility to care for and protect our clients and staff. Simply adding more cleaning time or reducing class size is not doing our part to contribute to the solution in a meaningful way. Beyond stands with the many other courageous fitness studios across the country who have made the same decision today. And then she goes on to say, to our members, we invite you to join us in our new online workout group where you can find all your favorite Beyond instructors leading workouts you can do from home. We will do our best to keep you smiling, sore, and feeling connected. We covet your feedback so we can create the workouts and wellness programming that helps you the most. We hope you find value and community in our online group and decide to continue your autopay membership at this time. Candidly, our instructor team is greatly impacted by your closure, and your support means everything to them. Beyond is a special place because of all of you. I hope that with your support and understanding, we will reopen stronger. And Beyond is let me see here. Hold on. We open stronger than ever, and proud that we did the right thing for the greater good of society. P.S. Beyond 500 is still happening. That's a new studio that she has. Pre-sale kickoff will be rescheduled in a few weeks. With love, Beth Crane, owner of Beyond Studios Frisco. I wanted to share that because, number one, proofs of the pudding. She had really good results from it. A lot of people, in fact, with the exception of just one person, everybody was not only understanding, but super supportive and willing to continue paying each month, which is great. Now, keep in mind, she did return value. It wasn't a charity case, right? So she did go on and create an online training program so that people can continue to get workouts from home from their favorite instructors. And if you guys haven't listened to episode 3 of this podcast yet, I definitely recommend you go and listen to it, as it's all about creating online training options. And Beth actually did that, which is really, really great. I love that she did it. But the other reason is because the way she formatted the email, she didn't sound needy, but she definitely put her heart out there and showed vulnerability, and also allowed it to be. She didn't put pity on herself. She didn't make herself a victim. She just kind of said it how it was, and to let people know that, their support will help them open up stronger when the time comes. So I thought it was a well-crafted email. Beth, fantastic job. You are really, really good at what you do, which is why you're successful and you're opening up more studios. It was a pleasure meeting you personally in Texas about a month or two ago. And thank you for being so engaged in the Facebook group and sharing. For everybody else, good luck. use this, rewind it, play it slow motion, whatever you need to do to be able to draft up a similar email. If you haven't already made the decision, but you know you're going to, as this could be something that could help you retain more members. Just remember to add value with it and give them something that they're paying for each month. Hi, my name is Mike Arce, CEO of Loud Rumor, an organization that helps fitness studios all over the world grow and be more successful. And I'm also the host of Top Fitness Business Podcast, the GSD Show, and your host on this podcast as well. And the goal of this podcast is to help you stay informed on some good ideas that your fitness studio can implement to succeed during this pandemic. And in this episode, I want to share with you what I've learned is called the pre-sale play. Now, that's not actually called that. I literally just decided on that name about, 5 minutes ago, but it's working really, really well. So as a lot of you guys know, I'm connected with, almost 2,000 studios here, 50 plus franchises. And I got a chance to talk with a few of them that are actually running this play. They don't know each other. They're both kind of just running the same play though. And it's the pre-sale play. So let me take you through it so you understand it, because it's actually working well, and I think a lot of people can do well with this. So what are the similarities of a pre-sale versus this pandemic and how you got to run your business here? Well, when you have a pre-sale, you don't actually have a physical location that people can go to in order to test it out, and look around and see if they like it. In fact, many pre-sales are being sold by people from their very own home. In fact, one of the people that won the contest last year that we ran for most sales in a month, her name was Sonal, and she's from Spenga in Sugarland, and she actually sold it was like 100 people inside of 30 days from her couch, right? So she was home. She had to be home. In this pandemic, you have to be home as well, and these prospects can't go to your studio. They can't physically go because you're closed down, right? Okay, similar. What else is similar? Well, when you're in a pre-sale, you have generally a date that you think you're going to be opening, but let's face it, it's really kind of up in the air. I don't know anybody that's actually opened on the day that they said they were going to open. Very few people have done it. Most of the time, because of construction and permits and things that you have to go through with the city, you don't actually open until sometimes several weeks, sometimes several months after your scheduled date. Well, guess what we're happening here, right? We've got a 2-week or a 3-week, depending on what region of the country you're in. You've got generally a date on when you'll reopen, but let's face it, we're all kind of like, that may not actually happen. It may be a month, it may be 2 months. We don't know for sure. However, we're going to still sell it as if that's the date we're going to open, because to the best of our knowledge, from what we're all being told, that's the date, right? It's the same thing, pre-sale and this pandemic. We both have general dates that we know we're going to open, but we know very well that there's a likelihood that it'll be later than that, but we've got to sell it the same way because that's the most information that we have to work with. Correct? Okay. What are the advantages now versus when you're doing a pre-sale? Well, in a pre-sale, you got to be good. You've got to be good to get somebody to want to sign up with your studio that doesn't actually exist and may not exist for months, right? When they can go down the street to 4 or 5 different other options that can take them today for similar price points, maybe even cheaper today. The only advantage that you've got technically is your charter pricing. That's it. Well, what about right now? You're competing with nobody. Everyone's locked down. Everyone is shut down. Okay, so what these two studios are doing is they're running a pre-sale play. So they're basically offering charter prices for anybody that signs up during this time, right? This pandemic that we're all going through. Anybody that makes a commitment to sign up during this time is going to get a charter deal. And it's basically the same deal they ran during pre-sales. And then they're going to get that for a certain amount of time. And then ultimately, they're grandfathered into that price point, or you can even say for the first 3 months, whatever you like, right? But either way, they're doing that. Guys, they're signing people up. It's working. It's really working. People are on social media more than ever. People are watching their bodies kind of go out of shape by the day. I know me, when I go even just a day or two without working out, I feel more out of shape. I feel like my muscles aren't as toned. I feel like my stomach isn't as lean. I feel like my face isn't as like young looking, as energetic. I just feel different. I feel more out of shape, right? So you got a lot of people feeling that way because it's not like they're not working out at your studio and going somewhere else. They're not doing anything, right? And if you or somebody else hasn't created like a really exciting online option, they really haven't done anything. So what can we do during this time? Let's still sell charter memberships. How many studios open up in the black? In fact, almost all Orange Theories open up in the black on day one because they have a goal to sell 500 people during their pre-sale so that by the time they open, they've already got members coming in, knowing that 80% of them are actually going to show, 20% are going to fall off. It doesn't matter. So for you guys, how can we start looking at this more as a pre-sale? How can we start creating charter programs? We already have the plays. We already know what we have to do. Obviously, there's things that we can't do, like the guerrilla marketing. You're probably not going to go and meet with other local businesses because they're all shut down, but we can still run ads. We can still make social media posts. We can still reach out to our paused members, to our canceled members, to our older leads, our older prospects that we've gotten in the past. We can still reach out to all those, right? Yes, I know you're with me, right? If you're saying, Mike, this won't work, it's because you're in that pessimistic mood right now. And you're probably hanging out with a lot of quitters. I need you to stop that, okay? I'm the person you're hanging out with right now. And I need you to hear what I'm saying because this works, right? Like, look for what's working. Look for people that are figuring it out and attach yourself to them. Not just with your ideas, but find a way to get on the phone with them. Find a way to talk with them because you need that energy. You need them around you. You're a product of your environment. You already know it. You don't want your kid hanging around quitters. Why? You want your kid hanging around people that don't quit, that are always persevering. Why? You already know why, because you know they're going to become a product of your environment. You need to find your environment during this time and click to them. Stop hanging around the naysayers. Stop hanging around the people that are, getting all depressed and sad and bitching and complaining. Stop hanging around with those people. It's not going to help. It's going to hurt. Find the people that are motivated. Find the people that are driven. Listen to this podcast. Listen to my other podcasts. Get in touch with the people that are winning or motivated to win regardless. It's super important for you. This pre-sale play could be something really great for you guys. Okay? Between this, the online training idea that I gave you guys, you can do this. Okay. And there's going to be more ideas I'm sure I'm going to come up with as I get more and more in touch with some of these studios that are figuring it out. Right. And maybe you. But either way, think of what we can be doing. And I think this pre-sale play could be really, really good. Think of how you can do it, outline it, get a piece of paper, get a pen, get somebody positive, talk through it with them, figure it out, start running the play.